Okay. Okay, I'm live. About to do this back and biceps workout, and then don't forget forearms. Do some forearm exercises, probably a couple of exercises as well. Yeah, I'm ready to go at it. Just do a couple reps to warm up. You want me to do all different grips and angles and stuff like that? Over, under, wide, close. Feet propped up on the chair for the rows, and then feet just on the floor. And then probably do a couple dumbbell rows, and then some curls and forearms at the end. Okay. Yeah, it's just the straight bar. I have the parallel grip pull-up bar in the shed, but I'm not gonna be running to the shed to do that. I'll do some dumbbell rows, and I'll get that parallel grip angle. Yeah, that parallel grip really works. Really works the lats a lot more. The overhand grip gets a little bit more back this area. The underhand grip hits it again, more like that. The biceps a little bit. Yeah, on that thumbnail, you can see it looks like I have eyes on my back, like those two round dots. And I think I remember Ronnie Coleman posing 2003. It was like some kind of documentary, and they showed him briefly. And I thought that was really really neat looking at how he had eyes in his back. And then I looked in that strength training anatomy book, and kind of focused on that, developing those eyes in your back. Those round circles, they look like eyeballs. And you get it more from overhand type movements, T-bar rows, barbell rows, and less with like the parallel and the underhand grip. And here I'm trying to accumulate a lot of volume. So I'm not going close to failure. I want to get a lot of volume and different angles. But more towards the end of the workout, I'll probably be failing more. And I'll be already tired, so I'll be failing at lower rep ranges. But this way, I can kind of like more evenly cook the back. If I don't go like totally to failure and build a volume, like cooking it in a crock pot instead of like flash fry or something like that. And yeah, most back exercises, most of the time I use that thumbless grip. It makes you use the back more and less of the biceps, which is kind of like a problem with people who overdevelop their arms. Well, I think more like the biceps in the back. If you like really develop your biceps before you develop your back, then you may have trouble developing your back because your biceps will take over. Same thing with the triceps, but developing the triceps will really still help your pressing movements, probably more so than developing than curls will help develop your pulling movements. Um, that makes sense. Yeah, the curls, bicep curls won't assist pulling movements as well as tricep exercises assist pushing movements. That's good. No. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with the back, developing it because you can't see it as easily as like shoulders and arms. You can do that in the mirror, and you can kind of see what you're doing. Chest, most of the time you're like laying down on a bench, you're doing push-ups or something, so you can't see it, except for like you finish the set and then you look in the mirror and stuff like that. To our back, it's a lot more difficult, and then a lot of people get imbalances in the back, especially like pull-ups and rows and all that, like two-arm movements. Um, can create you pulling on one side harder than the other, just like barbells. So like the dumbbell row helps a lot, and doing that move, I don't know what you call it, and then also like hammer strength machines and stuff like that can help with those imbalances. The Bowflex machine works independently as well. But yeah, a lot of people get imbalances in the back, one side pulling harder than the other, and those can build up over time if you don't correct this. Yeah, a lot of people hate those one-arm rows. A lot of people avoid them. I think I avoided them for a while too, just kind of instinctively. You got to really focus on doing them because it's like having to do two sets in one, and it's a lot more taxing and exhausting than doing like concentration curls. So a lot of people avoid those, but they're really good because you can get like a further extension for most rows. Like you can extend like that, but with the one arm, you can get that a little further. And the big mass monster era of like the 2000s and stuff like that, a lot of people were having stomach issues. I think a lot of free weights kind of cause those problems. It's like a power exercise, so it gets what's that, exacerbated by a lot of food and stuff like that. So it's one of those things I guess you gotta kind of keep in check and be aware of. So you turn into like too much of like a power lifter or something like that, or strongman, and develops that strength, that stomach, which is what they don't want for bodybuilding, but it's actually pretty useful, especially for squats, because you can like bounce off and brace yourself with it. It's really helpful for lifting a lot of weights, but it doesn't look good, generally speaking, for bodybuilding. And it's also can be in the way for athletic type movements, and a vulnerability if like somebody punches you in the stomach or something like that as well. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite shirts. It's all torn up now. I like it. It's like it looks like the color of like a doctor or a nurse wears. It's like medical. Think about it like that, like sophisticated medical workout, medical style workout or medical style ass kicking you're going to give somebody, you know. And now it's all torn up. It's all torn up and everything. So it's like a rugged doctor or something like that. Yeah, see, he's working his back out. Yeah, I just wanted to do this. I don't normally do them like that. It doesn't seem like as good of a movement as just on the knees. Just feeling a little frisky, thought I'd try it. I've done it before, but I actually hadn't tried it in a long time. Very long jump. Yeah, I know Dexter Jackson really did a good job of trimming down all that muscle obesity, I guess you would call that, from being a big bodybuilder. It's like really good at that, and he kept saying like, focus on your own game. I think that was like his catchphrase. Last time I checked, I checked up with him for a little bit, but it's actually a pretty good advice. It's good to kind of like look around and kind of see things, but not focus particularly on one person or like other people too much, because it can distract you. If you try to like one up perfection or something like that, then you get off into fantasy land and mess yourself up. Or try to like catch up with somebody by taking steroids or something like that. Thinking steroids are going to replace talent and hard work. And what's that? It's like stealing a Ferrari emblem off a new Ferrari and then throwing it on some piece of crap you found in the junkyard. That's kind of like what I see a lot of with these steroid users. At 35 minutes in, feeling like back workout's pretty good. Like that's about it. Maybe I might do another set or two and then move on to biceps. It's pretty quick. Yeah, it's just straight back, pretty quick. Let me do a set of pullovers right quick. It's a really good exercise. I think it's lost a lot of popularity. I think instinctively it's kind of dangerous. You're carrying that dumbbell over your face. It seems like big bodybuilders, you're doing like over 100-pound dumbbells and stuff like that. And you just think if they drop that dumbbell, it's like you cut your head off or something. It's pretty scary and pretty dangerous. It can be anyway. But I guess I'm not going too heavy, going too extreme with it. Your big thing is make sure your hands aren't slick and sweaty or anything like that, and don't ever do it on a Swiss ball. I did that in high school. I did it on a Swiss ball. Luckily, I was just like warming up, but I didn't have a shirt on, and I like jumped into it. The Swiss ball fell out, and I dropped it on my face, and chipped a couple teeth, but got them fixed up by the dentist. Yeah, lost count on this. I can count it. That's the good thing about recording it. I can count it in the replay. I can critique myself in the replay. It's quite the advanced tool. That's one of the major values of a coach is they're an outside eye and they can look at you. But with a camera, you can be your own outside eye. Yeah, I haven't been doing those close grip. I need to do more of those. I'm gonna do some curls. I'm gonna use this straight bar here. Some people use this gay bar here. If you have wrist troubles or something like that, it can be a little easier on the wrists. We're gonna do straight bar curls, reverse curls, and concentration curls, and some forearm wrist curls. That's the plan. An important note on the straight bar curl. See, this is my arms extended, and it naturally curves out that way. The forearm curves out that way. So on a straight bar, if you try to go like that too close, it can hurt the elbow. So you're supposed to hold it in kind of a wider grip. Unless you have like really short arms, that may not be a problem. But generally, most people on longer arms and stuff supposed to hold it like that. But on the easy curl bar, it doesn't matter because the wrists are bent a little bit. But on the straight bar, it does matter, which makes it easy. Just get that one position, and then just go with that. Yeah, I haven't done any barbell curls since the last time I did them on video. Just been doing like dumbbell curls and machine curls and pull-ups. So just 2 sets will be good. Got pretty intense on the last set. Cheat a little bit, and makes it harder. It makes you get more out of it. Yeah, I remember Lee Haney hearing him saying it's more of a power exercise, barbell curls. A little bit. I mean, you can go overboard with it, but it's not one of those lean against the wall and super isolate it. You treat it kind of more like a little bit more like a compound power exercise, which is better for more functional abilities as well, not over isolating. I think over isolating can lead to more injuries and vulnerabilities. Just a theory I have. Yeah, I'm used to doing more full body lately. So it's a nice little shock to the system doing this split routine. Well, that's what I was going to say. And then so after this, I'm going to go most likely back in the full body work, most generally. So the next full body one, just go a little easier on the back and the biceps, because that's the one I worked most recently. And I also do a lot of short workouts and lighter workouts and stuff off camera. Little sets here and there, little set of this, little set of that. And I go for a walk and like do some pull-ups in the park or something like that, you know. Doing those the thumbless Rich Piana style. Thanks for the compliment.
All right, next up, concentration curls. All right, almost done. 12, height, through the eyes. Height, I think I'm 5'9", give or take. We'll probably take. All right, last exercise. Do 2 sets here. Yeah, there's forearm exercises. They help a lot with your back training, with your grip, instead of using straps and stuff like that. Especially rolling it out really helps a lot with that grip. All right, that's the workout. Hour and 15 minutes. That was a good one. Feel like I put some good intensity out in there. Yeah, so that's that. Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching. Bye.